Hello everyone, my name is Kanika Singleton. I'm a Dancing for Him Level 2 student, and my AP is Monique Manzette. Today we're going to be doing the May activation from Worshiping Bride by Wesley Scott Amos. The focus chapter is going to be Come and Worship, Royal Priesthood. So I'm actually going to first start with a particular definition that is to bow and reverence the Lord. The Hebrew word for that is shakah, and it's to prostrate oneself. So literally like lay flat on the ground and bow down in reverence to the Lord. A scripture reference would be Psalms 29:2. Ascribe to the Lord the glory due his name. Worship, or shakah, the Lord in beauty of holiness. And today I'm going to actually read Psalms 95:1-6, because Wesley Scott Amos pulls it out and he allows us to kind of understand our steps to going into the presence of the Father. And so we'll start with Psalms 95:1-6. Come, let us sing joyfully to the Lord. Let us shout for joy to the rock of our salvation. Let us come into his presence with thanksgiving. Let us shout with songs of praise to him. For the Lord is an awesome God, a great King above divine beings. He holds in his hands the lowest part of the earth, and the mountain peaks belong to him. The sea that he made belongs to him, along with the dry lands that his hands formed. Come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel in the presence of the Lord who made us. What's so neat about it is Wesley Scott Amos actually allows us to break that down. So he shows us that in Psalms 95:1-2, the people enter the presence of God with joyful thanksgiving. In verses 3-5, they pause to just remember the awesomeness and the wonderful deeds of God. And then finally, they enter the presence of God and they bow down in worship. And so in this activation, we are going to enter his presence with thanksgiving and joyfulness. And then we're going to pause to remember the awesomeness and the wonderful deeds that he has done. And then finally, we are going to truly bow down in his presence. And so how this activation is going to work out, there are going to be truly 4 billows. So 4 people are going to be lined up vertically, and they're going to be undulating the billow back and forth horizontally. Then there's going to be 2 people in front of them, 4 people, 4 people in front of them, but they are going to be undulating vertically again. They're going to be undulating the billow up and down. And then finally, there's going to be 5 people with flags. And they are going to be waving the flag back and forth. And so I am a visual human being, so I have to show you this visually, how this is actually going to look and work. So I'm going to show you my computer, but you can see first there's this, those are the people who are undulating the flags back and forth horizontally. These are the people undulating the flags up and down. The billows up and down. These are the people who are undulating the flags or just waving the flags. You're going to come in this way, into that presence of the Lord, and out this way. Okay, now I'm going to show you how it is going to work. You can see first that we have flags. And so whomever, pardon my back to you, but I'm going to lift the flags and I'll show you what that looks like. So someone will be here waving the flags. And then this is going to represent the billow that's going up and down, up and down. And then this is going to represent the billows that are going front to back, front to back. So imagine that this is 2 billows long. So there'll be a person here, and then another person here to start the second billow. And then these flags are going to be 5 people down. So there's a long space for you to go in. First, starting with Thanksgiving. Joyful thanksgiving, and then next you're going to be in a space of truly thinking about all the good things that he's done in your life. He has been good to you and how good he's been good to you, and that should move you to a place to truly worship him for who he is. And before you exit, you should bow down and worship him on your knees, and then you'll exit and trade places with someone else so that they can experience what you've experienced. And so now I'm going to ask you to join me and come let us worship and bow down.